The story of Noah's Ark, faith and obedience. The story of Noah's Ark is one of the most remarkable narratives in the Bible, illustrating profound themes of faith, obedience, and God's covenant with humanity. Found in Genesis chapters 6 to 9, it offers timeless lessons about the importance of trusting God and following His commands, even in the face of daunting circumstances. Let's delve into this fascinating story and uncover the rich lessons it holds for us today. The world's condition. The story begins with a sobering description of the world's condition. Humanity had become exceedingly wicked, and every inclination of the thoughts of their hearts was only evil all the time. Genesis 6:5. God regretted that He had made human beings on the earth and decided to wipe them out along with the animals, birds, and creatures that move along the ground. Genesis 6:7. However, in this time of widespread corruption, one man stood out for his righteousness, Noah. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Genesis 6:8. Noah's faith and obedience. God decided to preserve Noah and his family from the impending judgment. He instructed Noah to build an ark, giving him detailed specifications for its construction. The ark was to be made of cypress wood, with rooms inside and coated with pitch inside and out. It was to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, with a roof, an entrance on the side, and 3 decks. Genesis 6:14-16. Noah's faith and obedience are evident as he follows God's commands without question. Despite the immense task and the likely ridicule from others, Noah trusted in God's word. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. Genesis 6:22. His unwavering faith is a powerful example for us today, demonstrating the importance of obedience to God's will, even when it seems challenging or irrational. The gathering of animals. God instructed Noah to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive during the flood. He was also to take 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a pair of every kind of unclean animal, and 7 pairs of every kind of bird. Genesis 7:2-3. This meticulous gathering ensured the preservation of animal species after the flood. The flood begins. Once Noah, his family, and the animals were safely inside the ark, God Himself shut them in. Genesis 7:16. The floodwaters came upon the earth for 40 days, lifting the ark high above the ground. As the waters rose, they covered the mountains to a depth of more than 15 cubits. Genesis 7:20. Every living thing on the face of the earth was wiped out, but Noah and those with him in the ark remained safe. The waters recede. After 150 days, the waters began to recede, and the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Genesis 8:3-4. Noah sent out a raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the water had dried up from the earth. He then sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground. The dove returned because it found no place to land, so Noah waited another 7 days and sent it out again. This time, the dove returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf, signaling that the waters had receded. Genesis 8:8-11. God's covenant with Noah. Once the ground was dry, God instructed Noah to come out of the ark with his family and all the animals. Genesis 8:16-17. Noah built an altar to the Lord and sacrificed burnt offerings on it. Pleased with Noah's offering, God made a covenant with him, promising never to destroy all life with a flood again. As a sign of this covenant, God set a rainbow in the sky, saying, "I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth." Genesis 9:13. Lessons of faith and obedience. The story of Noah's Ark teaches us several key lessons about faith and obedience. Trust in God's plan. Noah's unwavering faith in God's instructions, despite the seemingly impossible task and the ridicule he likely faced, teaches us to trust in God's plan for our lives, even when it doesn't make sense to us. Obedience leads to salvation. Noah's obedience not only saved his life, but also the lives of his family and the animals. This underscores the importance of following God's commands and the blessings that come from obedience. God's faithfulness, God's covenant with Noah, and the sign of the rainbow remind us of His faithfulness and His promises. Just as He promised never to flood the earth again, He keeps all His promises to us. Preparation and diligence. Noah's careful preparation and attention to God's detailed instructions highlight the importance of diligence and preparedness in our spiritual lives. Renewal and new beginnings. The story ends with a new beginning for Noah and his family, symbolizing renewal and the opportunity to start afresh under God's guidance. The story of Noah's Ark is a powerful narrative of faith, obedience, and God's enduring faithfulness. It encourages us to trust in God, follow His commands, and find hope in His promises. In times of uncertainty and challenge, Noah's example inspires us to remain steadfast in our faith and obedient to God's will. If you found this message exploration enlightening, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. Your engagement helps us share God's love and truth with a wider audience. Share your thoughts or personal experiences in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else. God bless you, and thanks for watching.